Hello and welcome to the e-training module on COVID-19 responsive behavior. This is a training program to introduce safe practices when schools reopen during the pandemic. Watch this short animation video to familiarize yourself with the precautions that need to be taken. Schools may have shut because of the corona pandemic, but the learning did not stop. And now we can reopen schools once more, but we have to follow the guidelines that government has issued to protect our children from the pandemic.
Yes, we have to be very careful.
We will have to give extra focus on sanitation. To ensure safety, the Gram Panchayat will provide masks, thermal screening equipment, sanitizers and soaps.
We will also require a 1% solution of sodium hypochlorite for sanitizing the school.
Of course, we will definitely provide the required solution so that all surfaces in the school can be timely sanitized and made germ-free.
We will need to arrange taps, water and soap as well so that children can wash their hands.
Toilets and urinals will also have to be cleaned, maintained and repaired.
Sarpanch Madam, we will also need to clean water tanks and repair broken hand pumps.
All right. Let the school management committee start with the cleanup of water tanks and ensure the chlorination of drinking water every day. Sir, please also make a list of all the important tasks to be done and share this with the Panchayat. It's our duty to support the school in every way.
As far as midday meals are concerned, it must be ensured that all cooks and helpers wear masks, aprons and caps. They must cook food in a hygienic manner and maintain proper hand sanitation. Besides, children must be seated 1 to 2 meters apart during lunch.
Also, when children are leaving for home, ensure they leave in staggered groups, not all together, so as to avoid crowding and maintain physical distancing.
As and when required, children will have to be allowed to go and drink water or use the toilet so that these facilities do not get crowded during recess hours.
Children will have to be reminded frequently not to touch each other's masks and not to cough or sneeze at each other even in jest. We must also ensure they do not bully or behave badly with a sick child. Caring for others is as important as observing physical distancing.
During their break, make sure the children only play those games that allow physical distancing and they return to the class only after washing their hands properly with soap. Headmaster Sir, we will also arrange for a doctor's visit once every month. We will have to continuously reinforce positive habits and skills on how to protect themselves from the coronavirus among children, their parents, sanitation workers and teachers.
Yes, Sarpanch Madam. If children adopt protective habits like consistently maintaining a distance of 1 to 2 meters, wearing masks, not touching their eyes, nose and mouth, and frequently washing their hands with soap and water, and if proper arrangements are made for safe drinking water, regular hand washing, and clean toilets and urinals, then reopening schools would not be difficult at all.
Remember, our health is a collective responsibility and needs each one's participation. Let's follow rules strictly to safeguard ourselves and the country from the corona pandemic.
Through this training, you will learn how to keep students and yourself safe from COVID-19 when you return to school. The aim of the program is to enhance the capacity and promote a better understanding of WASH practices among teachers. Here are the 3 key benefits that you will get from this program. These are targeted towards enhancing your knowledge and skills, giving you the tools for enforcing safety measures and benchmarking WASH activities. The course is divided into 5 sessions and provides an in-depth information about the COVID-19 pandemic and how to safeguard yourself, school, students, and other staff from infection. You can have a look at the overview of such session provided here. Let's start session 1. This session covers the basic information about COVID-19. As you may know, COVID-19 is a new strain of the coronavirus. Have you ever wondered what the word COVID stands for? Take a look. Individual actions are as important as institutional actions for staying safe from the coronavirus. Here are 7 key safety measures that all students and staff must follow, whether they are in school or anywhere else. Remember that the precautions mentioned in these slides ensure maximum protection from the virus. Staff are the heroes who fight against the spread of the coronavirus at school level. As teachers, you must ensure that they are provided with and correctly use PPE such as masks, gloves, aprons, etc. Being vigilant is the only way to stay safe from the virus. Ensure that the 5 preventive measures shown here are followed at all times. This can help to fight the virus and prevent the spread of infection. Let's start with the first preventive measure, hand hygiene. Do you know that your hands carry germs that you cannot even see? Following frequent and correct hand washing steps is simple and one of the most effective ways to prevent the spread of virus. Carefully see these pictures given on this slide to know the correct way of washing hands in your day-to-day life and encourage your students to do the same. Have you ever noticed that some parts of your hand are generally missed while washing? To ensure that all parts of your hands are properly washed, do not miss out on any of these 10 steps. Proper mask management is important to ensure that the virus is not spread while wearing or removing face masks. Carefully observe how the girl in these pictures wears and removes a reusable face mask. Ensure that students and staff implement these steps in their day-to-day life. Find here a checklist for students and parents. This highlights various measures for maintaining hygiene and education regarding various COVID-19 facts and behavior towards others. Encourage students and parents to follow each and every measure listed here to ensure maximum protection from the virus. The virus spreads quickly when people are close to each other. To safeguard the students and staff from coronavirus, it is important to follow proper physical distancing measures. Teachers must ensure physical distancing of at least 2 meters at places such as hand washing stations, classrooms, group meetings, entrance gate, during midday meals and temperature checks. Teachers should ensure that the students know the importance of washing their hands with soap at regular intervals. Here are some of the most common activities before or after which hand washing should be ensured. Encourage students to practice group hand washing while ensuring proper physical distancing. Using hand sanitizer is a good alternative if soap and water are not available. Ensure that students and staff use hand sanitizers correctly by following the steps given in the pictures on this slide. Teachers should ensure provision of good quality hand sanitizers and supervise their usage since sanitizers are flammable. A good hand sanitizer should have at least 70% alcohol content. The COVID-19 pandemic has placed a huge emphasis on one's respiratory hygiene. To ensure maximum protection from the virus, encourage students and staff to maintain their respiratory hygiene in the ways described in the given pictures. Read on to know more about some of the other important preventive measures. Cleaning and disinfection are two important tools for prevention of infection. Although these terms are often used in the same context, it should be noted that there is a clear distinction between the two activities. While cleaning reduces germs using soap and water, disinfection kills germs by using chemicals. Do you know that sodium hypochlorite solution is an easy to make yet effective disinfectant? We can prepare the solution as demonstrated here. As teachers, you should ensure regular cleaning and disinfection of the school premises for maintaining personal and community hygiene. Here are some of the recommendations regarding the places to be sanitized in schools, as well as the proper time intervals at which this should be done. Study the list carefully to routinely implement these activities in your school premises. Always ensure that students, staff, and other people entering the school premises wash or sanitize their hands and are screened for temperature to prevent the spread of the virus. There are 4 simple do's and 3 don'ts that you must implement to keep yourself and the students safe from the virus. Read the lists given here and implement them in your respective schools. Let us meet in the next session. Meanwhile, enjoy some useful reading on myths and facts about COVID-19. Welcome back. Session 2 covers the various safety protocols to be followed in schools. Water, sanitation, and hygiene has gained additional importance after the occurrence of the COVID-19 pandemic. Here are some pre-COVID practices that are essential for good health. In addition, because of COVID-19, certain essential wash practices must also be followed. Make sure that there is a provision for these wash facilities in your school. Reopening of schools requires some preparatory activities to be followed, such as ensuring provision of resources and maintenance of infrastructural facilities. Let's start learning more about these. The table on your screen lists out the various resources and associated costs that will be required for the reopening of schools. Carefully read every point to ensure the provision of these resources in your respective schools. You must ensure that your school is properly equipped and prepared to provide a safe and COVID-free environment to the students and staff. Given here are 8 effective activities that you, as a teacher, can ensure for safe reopening of the school. Toilets, hand washing stations, effective water management, and proper ventilation of rooms are some of the important physical infrastructure facilities to be ensured in schools. Please read carefully about other important measures to be followed. Physical distancing is an easy and effective measure to stop the spread of virus. We all know about the 6 feet distance that must be maintained. Read further to know the ways in which you can prevent crowding and ensure that adequate physical distancing is maintained. While we have been focused on physical health, it is also important to ensure the emotional health of students in times of COVID-19. Introduce the students and staff to yoga and breathing exercises. If required, provide counseling and support to those who need it. Learn more about the other ways mentioned here through which you can ensure sound emotional health during the pandemic. As teachers, you can ensure student participation by appointing a few students as hygiene leaders and forming student Swachhata committees so that they feel they are a part of the prevention process and behave in a much more responsible manner. Kindly refer to reading material to gain an in-depth knowledge about infrastructural changes in school premises. Thank you.